My name is Scott. I'm a multidisciplinary artist operating under the VJ name of YSelf. Outside of YSelf, I exhibit my own art. I also perform music in Diploid, The World of Glance, and Sunbeams and Rockets, and I will be the visual element at Electric Relaxation. When I first started doing visuals was probably back when I was like about 18. I started off just actually using a VCR and just plonking in tapes while bands were performing, and when my own band was performing I usually put a tape in that I already had. But it wasn't until I went to uni in about 2011 I bought myself Final Cut Pro and then started experimenting that way. But over time I got really sick of using just digital, and I found it just wasn't functional. It was just really labor intensive and it just wasn't working. But then a friend from Adelaide was doing his own visual setup. I remember seeing that performance and being completely blown away. It was like this highly vibrant, chaotic, just insane VHS but digital, like this complementing these two mediums. I had to ask him how he did it, and he told me it was like this little box. It was as simple as that. It was just this box that he built himself called a dirty comp mixer, and it's like you have two inputs and it crosses the signal and that's it. So when I found out about that, it just his style just completely changed the way I thought about creating visuals. It was like autonomous, and like I love the idea of not having to think when I'm making it. So that's really when I got started with my own visual practice. A friend of mine was like, I have all this gear that I just don't use and I want you to have it. And it's like just color processors from like the 80s or even further back probably. And the one I use mainly now is this giant Panasonic video mixer. So I have the Dirty Comp mixer, which has all my VCRs plugged into it and a DVD player. From the Dirty Comp mixer to the video mixer, from the video mixer to a box that stops the projector cutting out. So that's like the whole chain it goes into, and it kind of creates a nice chaos to it as well, because it comes up with like the rainbow bars, like you see at the end of a videotape. So it comes up with that whenever the signal's lost. So you could be mixing this video with the Dirty Comp mixer, the Panasonic mixer. It's just chaos, but that's the whole setup. It's this like super simple chain of just potential fire hazards. I play guitar and I sing in World of Glance, and I play drums in Diploid. Like they're both experimental in that way. Like Diploid's more on the heavier side of experimental, while like World of Glance is more like art punk influenced or like prog influenced, I guess. And I wanted to make it something a little that wasn't just a band playing on a stage, like it kind of gets a bit old. So I felt to add the visuals to it was like a nice complement to what you're seeing. Like it isn't just watching a band play on a stage, there's something else that grabs your attention, can distract you. Because I remember even back in the day when I was just using the tape player and the projector, it didn't always suit being pointed directly at us. I have to point it to a wall at the side. And I found, like sometimes I'd be looking into the crowd while playing, and then they'd all just be kind of looking at the projector. The most of the film clips I've made have been for like punk bands. So this track that Given Names has given me, it was really pleasant to work with that song. It wasn't like abrasive like a punk song. Exploring that territory is like really interesting. It's so like spacious. I mean, I really enjoy that. So like using the song by Given Names was like a really nice experience. I think it's a really great concept because like it gives people an opportunity to collaborate with people, and it's almost like it's like a blind date as well, because like I haven't met Given Names. Like I don't know what to expect with their performance, and like with my own visuals it's kind of improv, so just there's a lot of just a lot of freedom in that, and it's fun in that way because of that. So I'm pretty keen to give it a go and see this space and to to be in it.